says he's pausing for now any more strikes on Iran because progress has been made toward a peace deal.
This decision comes after the White House confirmed the Saudi crown prince spoke with President Trump yesterday. The president wrote on Truth Social, "We have just been asked by Iran and other Middle Eastern countries to hold off any attack and that the perimeters of a deal has been agreed to. This would include the immediate, complete, and total opening of the Strait of Hormuz and an end to Iran's nuclear threat." According to Axios, the Saudis expressed concern and asked for clarity about the president's plan of action. A second source with knowledge of the call said MBS urged Trump to de-escalate and refrain from launching the strikes.
Fox's Rebecca Castor, Saudi Arabia reportedly concerned its energy infrastructure could be targeted by Iran. Iran suggesting it was, quote, neither surprised nor passive following the Trump announcement. Strong, dry winds are driving wildfires out of control near Spokane, Washington, and other parts of the Pacific Northwest.
Overnight, those winds backing down a little bit, only 5 to 10 to 15 miles an hour. Do expect those to kind of ramp back up as we get going through the day. And we'll stay dry. And then with those winds, where's the wildfire smoke going? Well, folks are dealing with that more in the central portions of the country as those upper level winds grab that and then move it across more of the heartland in the plains. Still areas where you could see some wildfires today. That risk where it's critical from Montana, stretching down into Idaho, over towards Wyoming, and then ultimately stretching further south, getting towards areas like Colorado. All areas where you could see some of those wildfires partially being driven by some extreme heat. And we still see those heat warnings in place through the central portions of the country.
And that's Fox Weather's Adam Klotz. Washington State Governor Bob Ferguson declaring a state of emergency. Almost 2 million acres across the Pacific Northwest have been burned by wildfires this year. America's listening to Fox News.
Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hands.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
That heat's going to be out there for one more day.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com. Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A community mourns, a town marshal remembered. Cloudy and 68 in the Circle City. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 11:03. The visitation for Lynn Town Marshal Brad Fisher happening until 4 this afternoon. Once that ends, a memorial service will be held for Fisher. He was killed during a police chase in Randolph County. He tried to deploy a tire deflation device, but Macy Atkinson hit him with a stolen van. Fisher's funeral services will be at Randolph Southern High School. IMPD looking into a shooting that killed someone this morning around 6:30. The cops got to North Emerson Avenue, not too far from Cecina Memorial High School. That's where they found that person with a gunshot wound, and he died at the scene. Prayers, songs, and a dance outside an Indiana correctional facility where hundreds of people are being detained by ICE.
Organizers say the Miami Correctional Facility will be a regular stop on their tour. Christians and Jews and Muslims all gathering together Friday in a show of unity.
The believer speaking a word of truth in the face of the oppressor. There's great reward in that speaking of truth. And my rabbi, subhanAllah, that's my rabbi, the Jabbars, the tyrant.
A mass deportation rally was planned Saturday in Fishers. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And today's the final day for this year's Gen Con in downtown Indianapolis. And WIBC News Time is now 11:04 on this Sunday morning. Here's the forecast now from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Mostly cloudy skies today, and we'll have a few showers that linger. Nothing like it was on Saturday. Temperatures still cooler than normal in the mid to upper 70s. Mainly dry, again, with those widely scattered showers. I'm Fox 59 meteorologist Ethan Rossick for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
You already know that PA Jewelers in Brownsburg is your place for gold, diamonds, gemstones, an incredible assortment of one-of-a-kind jewelry, but it's also your place for estate pieces. You have estate jewelry that you want to sell, PA Jewelers is the place to sell your jewelry. And if you're looking for special, rare, unique pieces you can't see anywhere else, it's PA Jewelers in Brownsburg. 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg, online at pajewelers.jewelry. That's pajewelers.jewelry.
We need each other because every someone needs someone else.
We need each other because when we work together, we can do so much more.
We connect more children with what they need to grow up healthy, educated, and safe. And that's what Child Fund is all about.
Because when you make someone's world better, you make everyone's world better.
Child Fund, because we need each other.
Learn more at childfund.org. That's childfund.org.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy you're here.
I bet you say that to everybody.
This is a show we call the First Day Show. It's as old as time, and so are we. But we're glad you're here.
You're just full of compliments, aren't you, over there?
Glad you're here, watching us on YouTube. If you are, I'm glad you are. You don't have to even get dressed up, Matt, Bair, because really we usually have about, 10 people that watch us, but we love them dearly.
Well,
I'm looking for you, Terry. I'm Terri Stacy. Denny Smith is here.
Hey, good morning, and don't forget my good buddy, Matt. Matt used to be when I did the evening show, Matt was my producer. And he was fun.
Oh,
he was just fun. Jane fell in love with him. My wife fell in love with him. She thought he was the greatest.
I was the worst producer ever on this
No,
radio
you were
station.
not.
That is my claim to fame, and I'm going to die with it. Thank you very much.
Now, wait a minute.
You cannot take my talent away from me, and that's being a terrible producer. Thank you, Denny.
Terry, we have Gavin in the studio.
Gavin's here. Hey,
Good
Gavin.
morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, you can aspire to be the worst producer in the world.
I was going to say, now I got some goals to achieve here.
Oh, what a good morning.
Oh, we
Monday
are
morning,
glad you're
Sunday
here.
morning.
It is
what-
August. Welcome in August, everybody. We are going to keep Matt Bair. He didn't just stop by for fun or a sandwich. He actually stopped by because he's got some stuff he wants to talk about. And before we even go further, a nice round of applause for Matt Bair and Ryan Hendrick. They have been nominated for the highest achievement
in radio,
the Marconi, for best podcast in all the land. Supporting sobriety.
Truly deserves to win. Matthew, that's quite an achievement. And
So
I know that
proud.
was a labor of love for both
guys.
of you.
Yeah, it still goes on. I'm not a part of it anymore. The most important thing is we got to help some people. And thank you for saying so. I didn't expect that, right off the bat here.
Well, I really want to spend a whole segment doing it, talking about not just that, but this upcoming event that I think you're all going to love. We're going to talk about that too. And we're going to do nostalgia again because, I just want to. It's summertime and maybe we'll quit on this. But for just the third time, I hope you'll join in with us. We're going to be remembering summer camp.
Oh, Lord. I was a
in
camp
the 60s,
counselor.
70s, and 80s.
Oh, am I ready for you? This is why you didn't tell me.
I had diarrhea. I'll tell you that story later.
I was a camp counselor that had a whole troop of inner city
Don't
kids.
tell us now.
When
We
I
have
was
a whole segment
14
for
years
it.
old. Oh, have I got stories?
Matt, do you want to stay for that one?
I don't want to talk about summer camp. I never got to go. I mean, thanks. It's like my brother got to go to space camp. That was really cool. Guess who didn't? Me. I got to go play miniature golf
Hey,
in
you got to
Nashville.
stay to the end to the middle child segment, the middle child union.
Oh, yeah, because that's what I want. Okay, we're gonna dig up
my
a
gosh.
lot of ditches here.
He's
Okay.
angry. I mean, not a lot of this particular founder of the Middle Child Union is a very angry person. Yeah. But we wanted to check in with him because we're getting ready for National Middle Child Day. Today is National Ice Cream Sandwich Day, which brings me a ton of joy. And there's something else I wanted to get to. And this is just kind of interesting because I was reading again about drones are going to start delivering, I don't remember what, more delivery with drones. And I started to think again, everything is moving so quickly. And I don't even want to talk about data centers. Don't even. But I do want to talk about what it looked like years ago, because this is not the first time that somebody like me has worried about, oh my gosh, are we moving too quickly? What does the future look like? It's going to be really scary and weird and all of this stuff. But when you look back in history, and I just think this is interesting, that going back in time, church leaders feared that mass-produced Bibles would let regular people bypass religious authorities and invite moral chaos. This is the thinking about, okay, I think we're going to start printing Bibles.
Didn't Gutenberg solve all that? Yeah.
19th century, people were warned that traveling at speeds over 15 miles per hour on passage rails would suffocate the human body or cause railway madness.
That's not true?
No.
Okay.
No.
Matt?
No.
Boy, that snuck past us, didn't it, Matt?
Yeah, wow. Okay. Good. I'm glad for that.
18th century critics argued that when it came to reading novels, especially for women, that led to mental illness and laziness. And again, this is just these folks that were looking ahead. Victorian adults panicked over cheap serial adventure books, claiming they directly caused crime and youth delinquency. So they were trying to stop things like that. Radio and television. Observers claimed that radio and TV would destroy attention spans, ruin language skills, and rot people's brains.
Let me finish with the exclamation point. And in the year 2020, we learned that a virus could cause us all to die immediately. And they even talked us into wearing masks when we go to our own bathrooms.
No,
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
I remember in 2000, we thought our computers were going to die.
Yeah.
At the stroke of midnight. That was a lot of fun, though. We all got to reset our computers, learn the technology, learn MS-DOS, Windows. I mean, I thought it was a growing up moment for me.
When early automobiles hit British roads in 1865, the government forced every vehicle to have a person walking 60 yards ahead of them,
with
waving a red flag to warn pedestrians and slow the car down to 4 miles per hour.
They did that in my neighborhood when a kid learned to drive a stick shift.
They're doing it right now on Hoffer Road.
Are you afraid? Speaking of which, are any of you afraid to honk your horn in traffic now?
Oh, no.
yeah.
I got on mine 3 times last week.
I'm so
terrified to do it.
because I'm a horn honker.
You got to be careful. It's got to be a beep, not beep.
Right,
No,
right,
just
right.
just a beep. Otherwise, they
quick
might turn out and end up shooting you.
I'm in the same boat. I'm terrified to scare someone in
Atta-
traffic.
atta boy, Gavin.
Yep. You're right, Gavin. As a young driver, just saw this the other day, and I thought this was interesting. Taking your driver's test, okay?
Okay.
So it's been 100 decades since I've taken a driver's test. They just let you renew it.
Okay.
Which is just the silliest thing to me when you think about it. You just go in and sign a paper, get a picture taken.
You're going to love
boom.
your 80s.
So 1 in 4 now are not passing their driver's test.
How can you not pass a driver's test? I
Well,
mean, this is just
I
the
looked
written.
it up
This
to
is
see
the
what
written
some
test.
of the questions are.
Written
They're not
test?
easy.
No,
These are
not a
written
driving
tests.
test.
Right.
All right.
But I think we should all take a driver's test too.
Don't you think, in the day of smartphones, we might want to double down on our driver's education and people taking tests?
Yes.
And make sure people
I
are passing the test before we let them on the roads. I mean, since people actually don't drive when they drive, and I am a professional at this, by the way. I'm very good with the traffic.
What I love,
really are.
the
You
thing
really
I
are.
hate is it's 4:15 in the afternoon, and Matt says, "Okay, we're in jail," and then you start talking about for where I'm supposed to be, not.
Yeah.
And it's about 5 minutes down the road from where I'm going. So.
Actually, I really am in jail when I say that. Usually,
I don't think.
Do you want to talk about jail? I can talk about anything.
Yeah, well,
Do you
we
wanna-
certainly are. We've been all.
I know.
This is pickleball in the studio. We're
I know,
bouncing all
I
over
know.
the place.
Did you pass when you're 16 and you get your driver's permit? Was that easy?
We had to do parallel parking, and we had to do with the stick.
They're
we had
probably
to,
still doing all the same way.
we had to start up on a hill. That was the hard part with the stick.
Gavin's probably the youngest. Did you pass your permit easily?
Yeah. When I was doing all that, driver's ed was still a thing that they wanted you to do.
Yeah.
My younger cousin, she's only 16 and she just now got her license, but all of her friends, none of them took driver's ed. They just go in and take the test until they pass it. My uncle made her take the
This is
do
why 1 in
driver's ed
4
courses.
This is it
And
then.
So she's the only one of her friends that's allowed to drive anywhere because she actually did driver's ed.
Yeah.
And so
I
Terry,
can't imagine taking driver's ed in Indianapolis.
what I remember is after I passed the test, you get to get your picture taken. Okay, and
Yeah.
it was a lamination process, and the lady behind the counter says, "You need to smile," and I said, "Okay." So I just stood there. She says, "You need to smile, young man." My dad's standing behind me. She was wearing a purple Angora sweater, and she goes, "Give me a great big smile." And I wish you should have seen my first, driver's license. It was like, but I smiled. Huh?
Because she shimmied at
She
you.
shimmied at me,
She
buddy.
shimmied
I'm
at you.
smiling at that.
Yeah,
and I had
yeah,
just
yeah.
passed my driver's test.
How long did you pass easily, Matthew?
It wasn't easily, but I did pass. I remember I got the waiver, as they call it, the waiver.
If you took driver's ed.
You get to waive the 6 months
Yeah.
in Indiana, whatever the rule was back in 96. I was really good at the driving part, not so much in the class. We got in a lot of trouble. Made a lot of inappropriate.
So you were doing the town you grew up in is really more like a small city, right?
Yeah,
it's a city.
Rochester,
it's not a small
Fulton
town.
County.
Yeah, Rochester.
Never been.
6,000 during the winter, and then population goes up during the summer because it's a lake town, Lake Meadow.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful little place, and that's where we took driver's ed, and got in a lot of trouble there. But it was good. I did get the waiver, and I did pass the driving test. It was hard. We had to back up in a cemetery. We had to back up through the cemetery. I kid you not. No, we have to do all the winds, and the goal was to keep the car right there on the cemetery path, which I thought was a little surreal to begin with. But
It's so strange.
listen,
It's very strange,
Poor
Matt.
Carrie was not able to do it. She was all over the place. She
Oh,
ran
my
over
gosh.
Jim Thornton's poor tomb, and somehow I was able to keep it on the path there, and I got my waiver just because I could drive in the
Thank
cemetery.
heavens. And look at you now.
Yeah, in Marion County, we call that vandalism. I don't know about you.
The laws trickle down.
Oh, golly.
Okay, that's Matt Bair. He's going to stick around. Denny Smith is here. Gavin's here producing. Kylan, we're thinking about you. She's got a rehearsal today for upcoming play. And me, Terri Stacy, thank you all so much for joining us. We're going to come back. Matt's going to talk about something that's upcoming and a really cool event. And then we're going to do nostalgia after that in summer camps. So stick around. Thank you. First day, 93 WIBC.
As America celebrates 250 years, WIBC takes you inside the moments that built a nation.
The Spirit of 76. A 1-minute look at this day in the Revolution. The battles, debates, and turning points that transformed a collection of colonies into these United States.
Weekday mornings at 7:35 and 11:35, and afternoons at 3:35 and 6:35, or anytime on demand at WIBC.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, it's the Bug Girl from Franklin Pest Solutions. Homeowners ask me all the time about different pests they encounter, and well, pests happen. It's nature. Sometimes you need a real solution, though, not a DIY hack you saw online. Franklin Pest Solutions is a local family-run business that's been protecting homes for generations. We focus on the why behind the pest problem so we can stop it at the source, not just treat the symptoms. If pests are bugging you, let's take care of it the right way. Call Franklin Pest Solutions at 1-800-GOT-PEST or visit franklinpestsolutions.com.
Hey, John, why so glum? I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this. Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career. Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
We may be thousands of miles apart, but we can still connect. And when we do, we make things better. At Child Fund, we connect children all around the world with what they need to grow up healthy, educated, and safe. Together, we co-create connections that help millions of children who live in poverty worldwide, and their families, and their communities, and you. Join us. Together, we can make the world a better place. 2 small worlds at a time. Visit childfund.org to learn more.
When I was younger, I may have did some stupid things, even committed some crimes, but I am not a criminal.
I work for youth advocate programs, yeah. I was Tamani's advocate, helping him stay out of jail, stay in the neighborhood, and get a job.
As a little kid, I experienced trauma and I acted out. Made some mistakes, but I'm not a mistake.
As Jalen's YAP advocate, I'm always here for her.
YAP is a community-based alternative to youth incarceration and neighborhood violence. Youth advocate programs. Learn how at yapinc.org.
No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. Learn more at helpnokidhungry.org.
Were you born from 1945 to 1965? Have you heard of hepatitis C? Hepatitis C is a leading cause of liver cancer, yet it often has no symptoms. And people born from 1945 to 1965 are 5 times more likely to have it. But here's some good news. Treatments are now available that can cure hepatitis C, which is why you should talk with your doctor about getting a blood test for hepatitis C. It could save your life. A message from the CDC.
morning, everybody. Welcome back to First Day. 93 WIBC, Terri Stacy, Denny Smith. Kylan's out today. Gavin Cook sits in her place.
I haven't
Doing
had
a
this
great
much
job.
fun since the squirrel got loose in Grandma's car. This is fun.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I've had squirrel. Didn't care for it. Never ate it again. And
gotta
would
go
I
with
ever?
first.
I've become friends with the squirrel now. Matt Bair is here. You hear him every weekday doing traffic for you, getting you to and from work. And he's also a Marconi nominee for he and Ryan Hendrick's podcast called Supporting Sobriety.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It is so wild.
It's
to have your
super fun at
name
this
on
time of your life.
something. Yeah, it's really cool. It's a blessing. The cool
And
thing
here's
is-
the thing that you will always be, when you go to do events and things, and you're maybe a host or perhaps you're a speaker, that becomes part of your bio.
Yeah.
Because
Does it? Really?
it
Yeah.
does. And it really is kind of cool because so many nominees, but it's the top 5 who get the plaque.
How do you know all this?
I have one.
When the station won
It was my
station,
turn.
when the station won Station of the Year, they gave us all the plaques and with our own names on it. It's
Right,
sort
that
of
was
an
when the
acrylic.
station. Right,
Yeah.
that was when the station won a Marconi. But then individuals in this podcast you think about all the podcasts in all the world,
Yeah.
and this gets selected. And
Matthew,
it's
that
just
was you guys.
amazing.
What's cool about it, the thing I really dig is you mentioned Ryan, who does our morning news Monday through Friday, does a fantastic job, great human being. But then there was also Matt Hiblin, our executive producer
Yeah.
here at WIBC. The man's just a brilliant radio mind. And then David Wood, who is also part of it, our program director, our leader. And he's just one of the most talented people. And having all that come together for a sobriety recovery podcast is the epitome of recovery. Because you don't do it alone. I mean, you can't do it by yourself. You have to have other people. So here, these 4 guys come in, they put together a podcast called Supporting Sobriety, and then the next thing you know, boom, it's a recovery podcast because that's what recovery is.
I guess it is.
You can't do it by
Yeah.
yourself. So I could have done it by myself. Neither could Ryan or David or Matt. And that's the beautiful thing about it because the podcast exemplifies recovery. And that's just a really cool thing to me.
It's
to be
a
a
really
part of.
cool thing
Yeah.
to me too.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
wild.
happy for you, and it's so well deserved. And it's even probably sometimes now. When you think about all the podcasts, it's probably even a little more prestigious because it was selected from probably thousands more than there are radio stations because there's probably more podcasts
Terry,
than radio stations.
when do they do the voting? When will Matt know?
Oh, he'll know in October
In
is when they make the
End of
selection.
October,
You only got 2.5 months.
Yeah, two and
Bless
a
your
half
heart.
months, and he just keeps going. This, I'm sure, he is the most humble human being that I know, and I know that's not always like weighing in your mind, like, 5 more days until.
Hey, if I ever see Joe Rogan, I'll punch him in the mouth. I'll be like, hey, screw you, Joe
Oh,
Rogan.
for crying out loud.
Yeah, I'll be like, why do you like me now? Where's your podcast, baby? Young Turks?
Boy,
you got
that-
nothing on us.
Boy, somebody unwrapped that, bro. Rose, didn't they? Wow.
Matt wanted to stop by because you've got a really cool event. Is it with our friends at where is it?
Yeah,
Salvation Army?
Yeah, Salvation Army.
Okay, this is an awesome event.
It is. It's the Harbor Light Group, and we all work with them as part of WIBC, just individually. And Harbor Light is this recovery center over on Tibbs Avenue, the west side of Indianapolis, and they do it all. They do the detoxification, which is where you start. Then they do the in-residency, which is where you go. And the post-residency as well, and they also do mental health. And while you are there, you get just a big dose of spirituality and recovery. It's a Christian organization, but so inclusive to everybody. And I love that. That sings to my heart.
Me too. They don't ask you.
It's unapologetic.
Christian, but it's right.
They feed you to make sure you're stable. They give you a place to sleep, and then they start working on you, and they do it better than most.
Yes, they do. And the thing I really love is, and they've said this 1,000 times, I've never asked any questions, but even if you don't have the insurance, because treatment is expensive, if you don't have the insurance, if you don't have the cash, they will find a way.
Yeah.
And they say that to me, and I'm like, okay, no questions asked.
Yeah.
I think
You're
that's
not turned
really
away.
cool. Yeah.
No, never turned away.
And they have this event coming up, this fundraiser called Stands Up for Recovery. And it's a Stands Up. It's a motorcycle ride. And I know so many people, our audience, love
Oh,
it.
I get it.
Yeah.
Stands up. Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be this big event coming up on August 15th. It's a Saturday, so everybody has plenty of time to prepare. And if you go to my Twitter, at Matt in Traffic. You can see the QR code. You can also go to the Salvation Army website to sign up. And it's only like $25 to register. And what you get to do is you leave the Salvation Army Harbor Light on Tibbs and you go for a motorcycle ride.
As a big, giant group. Yeah, and it's really cool.
Yeah, just a bunch of tough men and women.
Now, you see how he has his hands out here to the side? Those handlebars used to be called ape hangers. And that's what Matt's bike is?
Yeah, and you know what's weird? I've never ridden a motorcycle in my life.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like you're ready.
You know what, though? Kylan will take you. Kylan, you and Kylan could do that.
That's
You'd be on the back with Kylan.
I'm going to sign her up without her knowing.
You should be good with that.
It's, but it's going to be Saturday morning, August 15th. And the thing, of course, all the money goes to Harbor Light as the fundraiser. But there's this really cool thing called Withdrawal Management Scholarships. And I know it's not the friendliest term, but withdrawal management is really important, guys, if you're an alcoholic.
Going through that withdrawal detoxification.
Yeah, it is brutal when you're an addict on both of them. I'm a recovering alcoholic and addict. But if you go into withdrawals like the really nasty DTs and you're an alcoholic, like you're a drinker like I used to be, the bottle on the nightstand and everything, that can kill you. It very much can. You can go into cardiac arrest. The seizures will put you there. 1 in 2 people do not come out of that cardiac arrest. So these withdrawal management scholarships will help people get into detox and safely detox from alcohol, which is, to me, if you are, again, like an alcoholic like I am and drink the way I do, you have to detox professionally. You cannot take that risk. The DTs get on top of you.
Own.
Yeah, and even if you don't go into that kind of seizure, this psychosis, man, oh man, the DTs, people think it's just the shakes. No, it is so much more than that. Your head can't think. Nothing makes sense. You're angry at everything. And maybe for a second, it's just a peak in a valley like you haven't seen before. Well, this money from this bike ride will go to scholarships for that. So you'll be helping somebody, maybe somebody close to you, get into withdrawal management, do it safely, and restart their beautiful new life.
Matt, when you were in that facility, are you locked down so you can't bolt? I mean, you're half crazy in that state of mind. So I'm assuming you've got 24-hour people looking over you all the time.
You do, and that's the thing. The first time, and I've had several relapses. The first time I went through detox, they gave you I don't want to call it a cocktail, and I can't remember the name, but it was kind of an alcohol, and then they weaned you off. They brought you down, and that was great. They're giving me alcohol to come off detox. I thought that was fantastic. Well, the next time, the next place I went to was Valium. Not so great. Okay, they're not. You're going cold turkey, but the Valium was there to protect your heart and to protect you from the DT. So the point of that being is, and I tell you what, that first night of detox is brutal, brother. And I don't care how they're bringing you down. You're staring at the ceiling. Sometimes they'll give you an iPad, but the point is to detoxify you. It's not meant to be a good time. Now, they'll make you as comfortable as possible, but you're going to be in your head a little bit, man. You're going to feel that shame. That's okay. It's just one day. And then there's day 2, which is better. Day 3 is better. Next thing you know, they're shipping you off into residency where you get to be around, in my case, like 30 other men who are also alcoholics in recovery. Learn a little bit of brotherhood, learn a lot about adulthood. And that's what rehab is to me. People hear rehab, and it's scary. It's a scary term, but I loved a couple times at rehab.
You are a survivor, brother.
He is a survivor, and so always so grateful that he now talks us.
None of us know these stories. We hear little things, but I have no idea it was like that.
This event is coming up August 15th again. That motorcycle community, you have been so amazing for the Salvation Army year after year with your rides and your toy collections and all that you do. I know you'll come together for this. Stands Up August 15th. Again, you can go to @MattinTraffic, right? Or Salvation. You tell us.
And I just wanted to say it's Renegade Recovery of Indiana, and I wanted to make sure I got their name out there because they're the ones who are cooperating with this. So I want to make sure I gave them a mention. But yeah, you can go to the Salvation Harbor Light, Salvation Army Harbor Light. You can find it there. And really, honestly, I'm talking about it now, but a lot of the people that ride this just go that morning. They just sign up and go
That's
that morning.
awesome.
And that's fantastic,
Yeah.
too. So it can be a last-minute decision. Go, you pay your money, and boom, have a beautiful morning and save some lives.
Just $25. That's it. That's
all
a very inexpensive ride like this. Can't wait to see you there, Matthew. Thank you. If you please, I hope you'll stick around for nostalgia if you want.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay, just a few more minutes. We'll take a break. News is next. 93 WIBC.
Nobody cares for you like family. Heating and air.
Maintenance is going to drastically increase the efficiency and performance of your system. It's also going to significantly improve the longevity of it. People think that they are saving money by skipping their maintenance, and in reality, they're just shaving years off the life and increasing the consumption of that unit, spending a lot more in the long term.
Get your tune-up today at Family Heating and Air, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Our grandfather started the Tom Roush Auto Group in 1972 with one simple belief: to treat people right.
Today, as the Roush third generation, we are proud to carry that forward with hundreds of quality used cars you can trust.
And long after the sale, our service departments are here to take care of you with oil changes, repairs, and everything in between.
Need to sell your car? We'll buy it no matter the age or mile.
Come visit us at one of our locations in Westfield and Fishers, or visit us at tomroush.com.
See why for your next car, you should ride with Roush.
Dale Speckman here from Roof Scientist, a family-owned roofing company serving central Indiana. We help homeowners repair, restore, or replace their roof. Before you spend thousands on a full replacement, call Roof Scientist and see if your roof qualifies for Shingleton Armor restoration. Shingleton Armor is designed to extend roof life 20-plus years with Class 4 hail impact protection and a 20-year product warranty. Call 317-979-3680 or visit roofscientist.com. Roof Scientist. Repair, restore, replace.
It's just alcohol. Everybody drinks. You may have already heard this statement from your teen. I'm Tammy Silverman with Indiana Youth Institute. Alcohol is a substance most commonly abused by teens. Survey data shows that 2 in 10 Indiana high school students reported drinking in the past month, and more than half of Hoosier teens say it would be easy to get alcohol. How do you talk with your teen about alcohol use, especially if they see peers or adults drinking? First, understand that your child may point out contradictions in our society's views on alcohol. It's okay to acknowledge those facts. Talk with your teen about the many risks of alcohol use. During your conversation, you can both validate their views and uphold your family values. You are the first line of defense against alcohol abuse, so don't be afraid to talk to your teen. What you say has a big influence on their decision to drink or not. This Kids Count Minute is a message from Indiana Youth Institute. For more parent tips, visit IYI.org.
Kids count on you.
Teachers shape the future. Right now, in a classroom somewhere in the United States, there's a teacher inspiring a future scientist who'll make preventing pandemics their life's work, sharpening the mind of an aspiring environmentalist who'll help combat climate change, and generating possibilities for a student who'll be the first in their family to graduate college. Explore a career that leaves a legacy you can be proud of. Teach. Learn more and receive free support at teach.org.
Fox News, I'm Ann Carrick. Large-scale attacks against Iran on pause. The president calling off the strikes after talking to the Saudi crown prince.
He wrote on Truth Social, the USA is locked and loaded and ready to go against Iran. Despite this, we have just been asked by Iran and other Middle Eastern countries to hold off any attack and that the perimeters of a deal has been agreed to.
Fox's Rebecca Castor. Almost 2 million acres across the Pacific Northwest have burned this season due to wildfires. Washington State Governor Bob Ferguson declaring a state of emergency on Saturday, a statewide burn ban also in effect.
We appreciate that this is an extremely difficult situation for many Washingtonians. I want them to know we're doing everything we can to get resources out as quickly as possible.
Smoke now darkening skies into the distance. America is listening to Fox News.
In Indiana, you need two things from your news station. What's happening?
A man is arrested after police say he pointed a gun at a teenager's head.
A fight broke out in Speedway on Sunday, and then a gun was pulled.
And what's coming?
There's been an ongoing line of heavy thunderstorms that has prompted the severe thunderstorm warnings across the entire city of Indianapolis.
The entire Fox 59 news team and the Weather Authority are now part of 93 WIBC, bringing you both. Stay in the know while you're on the go with 93 WIBC.
Just let it play.
In a little while from now, if I'm not feeling any less sour, I promise myself to treat myself and visit a nearby tower.
Oh, I love it.
And climbing to the top, will throw myself out.
Do you like it, Matt?
In an effort to make clear to whoever what it's like when you're shattered, left standing.
One of the best. He was one of the best songwriters ever. And Neil Diamond always said he wished he'd written this song.
This song was number one on this day in history in 1979. Four?
I think
Five.
4.
In 1974. And it's a pretty sad song. I love this song.
You know what the thing about these songs are? It's not. It doesn't remind you of where you were. It reminds you of who you were. And it was it's an incredibly sad song when you listen to the lyrics. But
I brought it in anyway because I wanted it to be played.
Can't wait
leading
to go
into
home.
a really happy thing. We're going to talk
why
about...
didn't you choose Puff the Magic Dragon, for crying out loud?
Kids are going back to school, and they're going to be asked by their friends, what'd you do over the summer? What'd you do? I think they still ask each other that. They're not going to have their phones anymore in school. Bell to bell, got to turn that thing off. So for so many kids, it's about summer camp because they have the best summer camps in all the land now. Anything you want to do, you can go to a camp for it. Back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, summer camps in Indiana, it was rite of passage for sure, but it was you just had a few that I can remember, right? So we're going to remember when you went to camp. Basketball camp, cheerleading camp.
Boy Scout
David
camp.
went to Hoosier Boys State Camp in Terre Haute, if that was considered a camp. But what you did over the summer, you can call us 239-9393. You can call us, or you can watch us on YouTube and be a part of it in the chat. We appreciate that. So some of the best ones, who remembers Bradford Woods?
I do. It was a Boy Scout camp before it was an IU camp.
It's now, I believe, for children with physical disabilities. Is it? Maybe I'm wrong.
IU ended up with it when the Crossroads of America Council could not afford it. They had Randsburg and they also had Belzer. And of course, that was right in between, so they let it go to IU.
I loved camp. I loved the culture of camp, everything about it. It was very rustic living at Camp Delwood Girl Scouts. Very rustic at that time.
Give me a break. You had flush toilets.
You didn't have air or heat. Not that you needed the heat, but you didn't have air.
Girl Scouts are such drama queens.
Come on now.
Okay.
We were, I believe, at one camp I've been to, no, maybe not Girl Scouts, but they even woke you up with a bugle at 7 a.m.
Oh, my. I would have stolen the bugle. We would have hid the bugle.
Wow.
They had rope swings. Now, Matt was one of the kids that he didn't go to camp.
Nope, never got sent. Wanted to go. I think it would have been cool. Meet friends. My brother went to space camp. Got to go. Montgomery, Alabama, I believe.
That's amazing. Who wouldn't want to go to that?
Oh, you had a great time. It was best.
You sound like you're a little bit bitter about this.
No. I'm glad I got to go to space camp. I mean, it was total, maybe if I would have went, everything would have turned out differently. That's all I'm saying. You got to wear the suit like an astronaut. Got to go into the little module. And
it was probably very expensive. Yeah. And that's why you didn't get to go to camp.
Well,
because all of it went towards your brother. Are you a middle child?
Yes, I am.
Say, you're going to love the last segment of this show. We have the founder of the
gosh.
Middle Child Association of America.
Usually at summer camp, this is what's reminding me at summer camp. So this was the first time I was really away from home. Oh, cool. The whole thing. You're away from home, and now you're in a little cabin with bunk beds and other girls, and you're having the time of your life. And I got diarrhea.
Oh,
wow.
And there's nothing
and let me just tell you, just to be truthfully honest with you, It happened in the middle of the night in my sleeping bag.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So you didn't make it.
I didn't want anybody to know.
Oh, you
So
poor
did you?
thing.
So did you
Could
throw
you
your?
imagine? I just couldn't let anybody know. I couldn't let anybody know.
Terry, it's
My gosh.
excruciating for a kid.
Wow.
I just knew, I was already as an insecure child.
That's
Just-
so harsh. I'm so
It
sorry.
was
you
just a
went through
terrible thing, and I
Did
cleaned
you
it
sort
up,
of
and I
squish
took
around
it
in
in
it?
a bag.
Oh
I
my
took it in a bag.
gosh! Wait a minute.
I thought I cleaned
We
it
got to
up and
talk
put it
about
in
the
a bag.
specifics here. So did you throw it away?
Brought it home.
Oh, I hope it happened on the
Yeah,
last
go home.
night. Oh my gosh, Terry.
What did your
I
mom
loved
say?
Girl Scouts. I didn't tell anybody.
Okay.
Nobody knew until just now.
Here's
Although
what
I'm sure people did know there was something a little different about me.
Here's what I remember about Boy Scout camp. Everything was Boy Scouts back in the 60s. Men and boys were together all the time. Now that in most organizations they have an NBA policy, and that stands for never be alone. Never be alone with a child. Well, back then we all showered together. They would shoot a fire hose up in the air, and you'd have 3 hairy, naked men, grown men, next to all the boys washing down. As we get
you think about
you
that
can't
stuff.
do that anymore. And if you
Nope.
go into the latrine, there were 3 holes, and you might have 3 different guys sitting next to each other.
We've all been to county before.
Oh.
It is what it is.
Well, camp in the 60s and 70s.
Same joke.
Matt knows how to bring down the. Well, we've got some comments here. We've got.
Oh, my
I did
gosh.
do Penn State band camp one summer. That was from
that's
Charles.
cool.
And then the question about did they sell the Boy Scout camp at Fall Creek and Shadeland? That was Camp Belzer. No, because when it was donated to the Boy Scouts in the charter, it said they could never sell it. So it will always be with the Boy Scouts, and
That's
that was
good.
that was really good.
I really like that. I
Yeah.
like that it is.
Cool.
And
It's just a
here's
different
one.
time.
My family had a cabin in the Catskills, so we never had to go to summer camp. That was pretty good.
Yeah, they had everything right there for them.
Summer camp was
Rope
really
swings,
interesting.
climbing and
it was-
hiking.
It was a rite of passage.
It was a rite of
Yeah.
passage, and it was run by relatively loose. Oh, that wouldn't have been right words. I was going to say loose people.
Loose cannons.
Loose people. but
No,
not
no,
loose
they
people.
weren't loose.
They weren't
They
loose.
were very strict
They
for the
were-
ones that I
No,
went to.
they weren't. They were pretty. Now, Girl Scouts, yes, you really had pretty good. I mean, you were really watched and taken care of. But I know that there are some camps where back in that day in the 60s and 70s, they were college kids or, that were running them. And many are today, but a little less responsible then. And you kind of
I
just
was a
went.
church camp counselor for one summer, and my job was to keep the boys and girls apart. I mean, that
Oh.
you had jobs there that. Oh my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
Did
How
you
many
ever
movies?
was there ever a time where the girls' camp tried to prank the boys' camp or vice versa?
Like in the movies?
Yeah, like I saw in the
Like,
80s
yeah.
movies,
Okay.
I always wondered about that,
you,
too.
You didn't hear this from me, but on summer camp as a camp counselor at a Boy Scout camp, we got in our canoes and paddled downstream on a particular creek here in central Indiana to a golf course and stole all the golf course pins, all 18 of them. And then we lined them up in front of Staff Row. And then, of
So
course,
this is what you were.
it was staff night out, and it was a prank, okay? But it went terribly wrong. And all I remember is that I have never done so much hard work to get those flags back to where they should go. But
Oh wow! Yeah, they
Yeah.
gave you a punishment, didn't they?
yeah, one time we crossed over to Camp Benjamin
Denny's
Harrison.
going down memory lane.
Oh my gosh! But
I dig it.
staff,
I
the
love
staff was crazy. We were the kids 6 nights a week, and we were going crazy. And we ended up at Fort Benjamin Harrison. We did not know it, but
How
when
did you get there?
you cross over Boy Scout Road, and we went back into the woods. Well, they had detection devices back then that if anybody came on a government reservation, and the military police picked us up and took us back to the camp director.
Was this the Speedway Slammer?
No, I'm not saying.
You said the
But
exciting-
all I know is that for both camp counselors and the kids, it's a rite of passage. It's fun.
Rite of passage.
You
so
get-
much fun.
You get in trouble. You have celebrations. You eat food that
Yeah.
you never want to eat again.
You sing.
Did you all call it bug juice?
Yes, bug juice, absolutely.
Bug juice was the stuff. Yeah. But anyway,
Make
that was
new
55 years ago.
friends, But keep the old one is silver and the other's gold. We'll take a break. 93 WIBC.
That's not the song I remember.
You let him try violin because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
At My Eye Doctor, we're here to help you see your best and find your style. Whether you need new contacts, an updated prescription, or designer frames, your local My Eye Doctor team will help you find the right fit. And because your vision can change over time, annual eye exams are an important part of protecting your long-term eye health. We welcome all insurance plans, and for a limited time, get a complete pair of glasses starting at just $95. Visit myeyedr.com to schedule your eye exam today.
This time next week, I'll be sick in bed with West Nile virus, thanks to a mosquito bite right in front of my house.
In 8 minutes, my daughter will be in an ambulance, having an asthma attack, triggered by cockroaches.
I'm going to be bitten by a tick today. I won't even know it until Lyme disease turns my life upside down.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association and the CDC.
Everything costs more these days. Groceries, gas, all of it. So why pay $10 for body wash? Suave Men 2-in-1 Body and Face Wash cleans your face and body in one bottle. 80% of men agree Suave Men cleans just as well as the leading brands for half the price. Less than $5 at Walmart.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Every act of change begins with a neighbor. When neighbors connect through the Feeding America network, small actions ripple into lasting impact. Feeding America, led by neighbors. Take action to end hunger now at feedingamerica.org.
She said she was fine, but I noticed she stopped using the front steps. And another time, she grabbed the wall instead of the railing. It's little clues like these that often show up before a fall ever happens. This is Tina McIntosh, founder of Joy's House and co-host of Caregiver Crossing. Falls are the leading cause of injury for older adults, but there are simple ways to lower that risk. Stay tuned.
Cardon & Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Visit cardon.us to find a community near you.
One of the easiest checks starts with shoes. If they're worn down or they're slippery, they need to be replaced. Another is lighting. Shadows in hallways and dim corners at night can be dangerous, but even a small nightlight can make a big difference. Rearranging furniture to clear walking paths and tightening loose railings, those are also quick things that help prevent falls. Paying attention to these details not only keeps someone safer, it helps them hold on to their independence longer. More caregiving tips and resources are available anytime at joyshouse.org, with new weekly content created by Joy's House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana.
Up to 100 times more potent than morphine, the tiniest amount of illegal fentanyl is all it takes to cause an overdose. Learn more at cdc.gov/overdose.
There are 48 million unpaid family caregivers in the United States. Visit aarp.org/caregiving to access a free guide to help navigate your caregiving journey.
The Phone Ready quiz from the American Academy of Pediatrics will help you decide if you and your child are ready for their first phone. Go to healthychildren.org/phone ready quiz. Set sail for a night of smooth hits and good vibes. Yacht Rock Review is coming to Ruoff Music Center on Saturday, September 12th. Get your tickets now at WIBC.com.
Me too. 11:48.
No one that can make me feel so good.
Little rain.
Very little. It's
It's just-
passing.
is it gone?
It's almost gone.
Okay. It was a little rainy earlier. We had a little flood here in the building
Last night,
last night, first floor.
I still
It
haven't
just
been
was
able to print on my
pouring.
computer, and my computer's on the second floor.
Yeah, we've
so.
had some problems. Now, normally, Terri Stacy, Denny Smith,
Matthew Bair.
Matt Bair,
Hello.
and Gavin.
Hi.
Hey. Hi.
Gavin, this is when Denny Smith teaches us a little something about being an adult. about finances, about whatever he really wants to talk about. We call it Denny's Dollars and Cents. Here's Denny Smith, everybody.
I tell you what, this week I'm going to go scorched earth, and I'm watching kids go off to college. And what's the best investment that an 18-year-old can make? We say that it's college, but American teenagers. We're going to talk about that. That's the thing. Only in America do you tell a kid to go out and borrow a couple $100,000 to get a piece of paper before they earn a single dollar. And something's wrong with that. I grew up, as a plumber's kid. I got to go to college, but I left in the middle of my junior year so I could come home and be a plumber and be an accountant. And I look
just like Fred Flintstone.
Just like Fred Flintstones. But the answer depends on what students should be doing. And I look at return on investment. Kids go out and literally are spending a couple $100,000 as an 18-year-old. They're borrowing the money because the federal government and the educational institutions, whether it's good or bad, just say, we're going to raise our tuition price. And the government says, okay, and we're going to raise the limit of the amount of money you can borrow. And pretty soon we've got a lot of kids coming out of college with their piece of paper, and they're hopelessly in debt. They'll have college debt the rest of their life. So somewhere along the way, we stopped asking what path fits the student, and we started asking, which college are you going to? Now, that's crap. We shouldn't be doing that. And college can be a superb investment. Medicine, engineering, nursing, accounting, all of those.
Veterinarian,
but college is not the one investment.
Athlete.
Radio personality.
Thank you, Gavin. This is audience participation,
Matt,
and I'm loving this.
Matt, do I have you one?
Political science.
Political science.
Here's the lesson. Every dollar borrowed today is a dollar of your future that your future self is going to have to pay back tomorrow. And the return on investment for so many kids, especially the kids that go into want to get Eastern Orthodox religion degree, or some of these silly degrees. Now, I'm not grousing at everybody, but I don't think that there should be so much, disdain for the trades. I've got an electrician that works for me. He works part-time and he cuts grass. He ran up 2 years worth of college debt and then decided to get into the electrical trade. He's made enough money in 2 years to pay back all of his college debt, and he's a productive human being. Now he's got a house, and God bless government and colleges. A beautiful business model. Government expands the student loans to pay for higher tuition, and until Mitch Daniels came along to Purdue University, we kept seeing increases in college year after year after year, and finally said, whoa, this isn't working. And then employers, I hate this, but employers, because their HR departments say, we've got to get rid of all these applicants that apply for every job. Well, all you have to do is say bachelor's degree required, and all of a sudden, 80% of the people who have applied to you, who might be good candidates for you, are wiped out, but the HR department can defend it because, well, we've got the best of the best. Well, maybe you don't. 150 resumes, are then trimmed down to 20 that you have to do your work to go through. HR, do your job, but it's not always about having a college diploma. And again, employers, it reduces the applicant pile real quickly. It gives HR a standardized credential. I understand all that. I had 1,500 employees at one point, but that doesn't make it the right thing.
Not to mention that they say bachelor's degree required, and then they say plus 2 years of experience for kids that have been in college.
So if you've been in college for 4 years, now maybe you're in your trade and you're studying, telecom, and you can do that. But maybe the problem is not college. Maybe it's pretending college is the only respectable path for kids. Now, I was lucky. I did a couple of years in college. I wanted to be a doctor, scared my father to death. And I came home as the accountant for a plumbing business, sat for my master plumber's degree, and then I went back to college because I wanted to prove to myself I could finish what the hell I started. Then I did the same thing with CFP, for the financial credentials. It's not that it's the only way. We just need to open our eyes and say, for goodness sakes, there's other things to do.
Is door dashing a trade?
Here's a few logical anecdotes. If your airline captain announced that artificial intelligence helped him complete most of his flight school, you might suddenly decide you don't want to go to college or you don't want to get on that airplane. Here's the other thing about AI. There was an experiment run about 6 months ago where a professor gave a take-home exam with this questions. Every student that came back, it was the highest grade level he'd ever seen on an exam. He gave exactly the same exam 1 week later, and 40% of the kids failed it. Now, this is artificial intelligence. Now, what does that tell you? But there's no cheating in college. Well, horse hockey. I mean, anybody can use
horse hockey.
Yeah, that's horse poop, Terry. I can't say the other word on air.
Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes. Cheating with AI is like hiring somebody else to go to the gym for you, Matthew. I told you this.
No,
you're, by the way, you were really racked.
I go to the gym for me, thank you.
You were really racked up there, buddy.
Yeah.
A student may graduate with a beautiful GPA, and this is what law firms are learning right now. Places like Harvard and everything else, kids are using artificial intelligence because they may not be ready for college. And now they've got this crutch that they can do all these things because AI is their best friend at all times. Yeah. So they graduate with great GPAs. They do fairly well at their interviews, and they end up at these high-priced firms, and they last 1 year because what the firm thought they were hiring was not them. It was artificial intelligence. They need people to think. They need people to solve problems. They need people to be, creative and all these things. Well, that's not necessarily what college is putting out right now. So we've got a stinking, smelly, roadkill mess right now.
And if I could just
go for it.
The businesses, and I just read this article yesterday, the companies, they hire you by your application going through an AI system.
Exactly.
And it's going to pick and choose what it wants. And more, it said more people this was a story about people over 50 that are automatically out because of age, but you can't prove that. But the AI is picking and choosing, not knowing your face or who you are as a person or anything, but just looking for those words, those key words to get you to that next step.
And they're doing it with artificial intelligence. Think about this. We can't do age discrimination.
I just hate it.
We can't do sex discrimination. We can't do religious discrimination. We can't do any of that. AI can do that for you and give it justifiable,
Yeah.
It's really kind of it's just a stinking mess. Maybe what we should say to every young person is not where are you going to college, but perhaps we should ask what path gives you the best chance to build a meaningful, productive, and financial future for yourselves. Education isn't something you simply buy. It's what you pursue your whole life. I finished my last college course 2 years ago in my 70s. And I learned more there than I ever did in college.
That's Denny Smith, everybody, with Dollars and Cents. Matt Bair, thanks for stopping by to see us. You're the best, and we'll get you some news next right here on 93 WIBC. You got to go.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield joins Impact Fitness Foundation to bring whole health to Brookside School 54. Healthy food, fitness, and wellness. More at anthem.com/Indy/community. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc.
Help WIBC and Technology Recyclers recycle your old electronics safely. Find a community event near you at tech-recyclers.com/events.
Your home is making an impression. Chipped paint, tired colors. Is it the right one? You need Spartan Construction Group. With over 20 years experience painting homes, they'll get the job done right the first time and often by up to 50% less than your traditional paint job. And with a 7-year warranty. Call 317-649-5266 or Google Spartan Construction and get 20% off now. That's right, 20% for all your exterior needs. Spartan Construction Group. Painting exteriors, transforming impressions.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owed the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they helped me. They calmed me down. They made me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
School attendance is improving in Indiana, but the challenge isn't over. This Kids Count Minute is brought to you by Indiana Youth Institute. In 2025, more than 1 in 6 Hoosier students missed at least 18 days of school. That's enough to be considered chronically absent. Students who miss too much school are far less likely to read on grade level, pass math, or graduate ready for what comes next. Attendance means opportunity. Parents, caregivers, educators, coaches, employers, and neighbors all play a role. You can help by talking about the importance of everyday attendance, helping families overcome barriers like transportation or healthcare, and reaching out early when a child starts missing school. Support our kids because every school day counts. Learn more about monitoring, prevention, and chronic absenteeism intervention on Indiana Youth Institute's website at iyy.org/kidscount.
Kids Count, all of you.
From the Price Point Comfort Mitsubishi Electric Studios, this is 93 WIBC HD1, Indianapolis.
A massive wave of strikes on Iran halted for now. I'm Ann Carrick, Fox News. President Trump claims the U.S. and Iran are closer to a peace deal. Fox's Rebecca Castor has the details from Washington.
President Trump says the perimeters of a deal have been reached with Iran. That include the immediate and total opening of the Strait of Hormuz, and that is why Iran and other Middle Eastern countries have asked him to hold off on this attack. According to Axios, that decision came after the Saudi crown prince spoke with President Trump yesterday and expressed concerns over his plans for massive new strikes against Iran. It was said to be one of the largest bombing campaigns on Iran to date and likely would have targeted energy infrastructure. Qatari mediators held separate talks with U.S., Iranian, and Omani officials yesterday on reopening the strait. Axios reports those talks made progress.
Saudi Arabia reportedly is concerned its energy infrastructure could be targeted by Iran if the U.S. followed through with the strikes. Iran responding it was neither surprised nor passive, and it remains alert. A wildfire in Spokane, Washington has burned more than 3,000 acres. Fox Weather's Adam Klotz has the latest.
Winds, dry conditions, hot conditions, all spurring on these fires. There's a number of them across the western United States, a whole lot actually across the Pacific Northwest, and smoke's funneling out into the country. Some of the thickest smoke across portions of the Intermountain West getting down into Texas. The upper level winds really driving that. Still a risk for some wildfires today across portions of Montana as the weather's dry. And yes, it's still hot. Heat alerts across the west, including Montana, but stretching down into the desert Southwest. We are going to see some records fall today. Colorado to Wyoming, all over 100 degrees. Phoenix, closer to 115 degrees.
Washington State Governor Bob Ferguson declared a state of emergency. Almost 2 million acres across the Pacific Northwest have been burned by wildfires this season. A burn ban also is in effect to prevent new fires. America's listening to Fox News.
Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hands.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
That heat's going to be out there for one more day.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com. Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
He's being honored. Cloudy and 68 in downtown Indy. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 12:03. A public visitation until 4 this afternoon for Lintown Marshal Brad Fisher, along with a memorial service at 4 p.m. Both events will take place in the gym at Randolph Southern High School. Marshal Fisher was killed Wednesday while helping out a Randolph County deputy during a police chase. A person was shot on Indy's east side just after 6:30 this morning.
This is nothing that anybody should have to wake up to in the morning, and we are encouraging anybody with information to please call us this time.
IMPD officer Drew Brown says someone called the cops as they were walking to a gas station, and they found a person on the ground between two homes. Officers arrived on North Emerson Avenue near East 34th Street and found that person dead. Police are trying to piece together what led up to the shooting. A Lawrence police officer was one of the two shot Friday night on Indy's east side. This woman told Fox 59 she was talking to Officer Bill Benjamin when Lamont Johnson showed up to her home with a gun.
He shot at Bill all the way down the street, and while he had the gun to Bill's head, he reached for Bill's gun in his holster.
Johnson was shot in the chest. Benjamin was shot in the ankle. The woman says the officer protected her and saved her life. Benjamin is expected to be okay. And the Indiana Fever take on the Minnesota Lynx, who have the WNBA's top record at 24-6. The game tips off at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Here's the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Mostly cloudy skies today, and we'll have a few showers that linger. Nothing like it was on Saturday. Temperatures still cooler than normal in the mid to upper 70s. Mainly dry, again, with those widely scattered showers. I'm Fox 59 meteorologist Ethan Rossick for 93 WIBC.
On the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
If you've been sneezing lately or suffering from congestion, a scratchy throat, that isn't allergies feeling, it might not be allergies. It could be your crawl space. Because when moisture builds up underneath your home, it creates the perfect environment for mold, mildew, and poor air quality. And that air, it doesn't stay down there. It moves up into the air you breathe every day. So, what feels like allergies could actually be your home. But here's the good news. Groundworks offers a free inspection. Groundworks trained and certified experts can identify moisture and air quality conditions below your home and fix them with crawl space encapsulation, vapor barriers, and dehumidification. Groundworks offers long-term solutions, not quick fixes. Backed by nationally supported warranties, because you shouldn't have to question the air inside your own home. And in case you missed it, Indiana Foundation Service is now Groundworks. Visit groundworks.com to schedule your free inspection today. That's groundworks.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. This is the second hour of the First Day Show on 93 WIBC. It's August 2nd. Welcome, August. I'm Terri Stacy, along with Denny Smith.
Good morning. And we got a new kid behind the glass. Gavin's joined us.
Yay, Gavin.
Hey,
I'm
Gav.
here.
You're here.
Hey, where are you from, Gavin?
Originally, I'm from the east side of Indianapolis.
East Sider, me too. And Greenfield, Hancock County, right on the edge, Cumberland.
Yeah, we'll talk real slow for both of you.
It's not funny anymore.
I'm a West Sider.
I'm
not going to.
Lawrence area.
Lawrence area.
Yeah.
That's cool. Lawrence is just passed through there the other day and on 56th Street. And it's completely different than when I was a kid. I mean, there are buildings, there's apartment buildings going up.
So it's way different even from when I was a kid around there.
Yeah. Where'd you go to high school?
I ended up graduating from Triton Central in Shelby County.
Yeah.
But I originally went to the Warren area and kind of moved around a lot when I was
I know
younger.
it well. Absolutely.
He was running from the law.
He was not.
Probably.
It's good to have you
Hey, next week, guys, we're going to be at the State Fair.
at the Dairy Bar.
Yep, at the Dairy Bar. I have on one of my Dairy Bar shirts. I love the shirts. I love the apparel, and I love our Indiana dairy farmers.
God bless them. They're all family businesses. There are very few corporations that, what we think of big farming, big agriculture.
No, you're right.
It's all small mom and pop stuff.
And I love it. And so it's coming up. It opens this Friday. I'm in the arts building at the State Fair and working in there, and I hope you'll stop by when you see and come to the fair. And the incredible talent pool that we have in Indiana, whether it's culinary or non-professional kids, photography, sculpture, drawings, watercolor, oil, mixed media, all in that building. And it's so much fun. And buying Hoosier artists' work, you're supporting, and you're also, it's just cool to have a piece from an Indiana artist. And there's names that you know and buy from every year. Justin Vining is there, Melinda Spearhuff, David Sparks, Kyle Ragsdale. Lots of his stuff came in yesterday. And artist Alyssa Overton, who created something in a very unusual way. Getting ready for the great Indiana State Fair. We're in the arts building, and this is where I get to see and meet so many incredible artists throughout our state in all different mediums. And I want you to meet...
I am Alyssa Overton.
You're from Indianapolis?
Yes, I am.
How long have you been an artist? Let's say a professional artist.
Professional artist, I would say at least 10 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, it had a slow start, just getting my feet under me. But yeah, I've been showing for 10 years.
And your sister too? The art runs this gift that you have runs through the family?
It does.
We are so glad that you brought so many beautiful pieces here to the Arts Building. We want everybody to see your work. Tell us about this piece.
Sure. The Monument Circle is my favorite part of the downtown skyline, anything. I just love Monument Circle. Whenever I have a chance, I just walk around it and just enjoy the whole thing. I even like going up inside. But yeah, I was taking a walk and I saw a new angle of the monument that I liked, and I snapped a picture really quick, and that's what I took that painting from.
What makes your painting different than anything else I've seen in this building is that you paint with not paint.
My joke is that one day I was over caffeinated and I dipped my paintbrush in the wrong cup. So
your mom told me that when you go to the ocean, you always paint with seawater.
I do. So this one is done with espresso. And I just have a strong espresso, and I either thin it down with some water on the paper, or I layer it to make it darker for just different values. But it's all just the same batch of espresso.
And you paint on what type of canvas?
This is a really thick watercolor paper. It has some similarities to watercolor.
A little bit.
Yeah, but definitely a little different since I did build it
it
layer
does kind
upon
of
layer.
bleed out. Is this something you made up in your head, or are artists doing this everywhere and I just don't know it?
That's a great question. I actually don't know. Somebody asked me that. And I was like, well, it seems like a good idea, so I don't know if I've seen it done or not. I have done like tea staining and things like
That's cool.
in tea, but then just this spring I started doing the espresso.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I can't say that I know anyone who does it.
This is amazing. I'm just in awe of the talent that we have and your talent as well. Thank you for bringing, again, beautiful. This is how many years you've been here?
It's been 8 or 10. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Bringing your stuff back. It brings such joy to the people that come to the Arts Building. You selling them?
Yes.
Okay.
They will be for sale.
Okay. We'll lead you to them. Make sure you come out and see her. And are you on social media? People can follow what you're doing?
Yes, I am. I am Alyssa Overton Art. So I have website, Instagram, Facebook, all of the things.
You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lots of artists showing for the first time at the fair, too, like Aaron McDermott from Anderson, who stopped by to say hello yesterday and bring his beautiful pieces. Great gifts for homeowners, new homeowners. Art is very personal, but I love when I get pieces from Hoosier artists. Time's running out to get discounted tickets for the fair. The fair opens on Friday. You've got until Thursday to get those early bird specials, including 22% off admission, 20% off parking passes, and 38% midway wristbands. Go to IndianaStateFair.com. And Denny will be out there with the first day.
Won't that be fun? There's nothing better than the dairy farmers.
Yeah, come and see us,
so
please.
gracious.
Yep, love to see you when we'll be out there from our normal time, 11 to 1, right there in front of the dairy bar. Cannot wait. All right, we're going to talk about a new, we're not quite sure what it is. I booked this one in the middle of the night. So
Literally. I tell you what I think it is. It's a way to publicize new mom and pop Epicurean delights, restaurants.
Perfect.
And instead of the big national firms coming in, it's a way for us to promote mom and pop who decide they're going to open up a diner or a food truck or different things. It's just really a nice little process that's taken place.
We'll learn more coming up next on the first day. 93 WIBC.
As America celebrates 250 years, WIBC takes you inside the moments that built a nation.
The Spirit of 76. A 1-minute look at this day in the Revolution. The battles, debates, and turning points that transformed a collection of colonies into these United States.
Weekday mornings at 7:35 and 11:35, and afternoons at 3:35 and 6:35, or anytime on demand at WIBC.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm a victim of being ran over by a semi while I was flagging. The person wasn't paying attention and they hit me with their vehicle.
I seen a accident where we were the first people to walk up, and that picture will never leave my mind.
I've seen people get hit before. It's been horrible.
Construction zones on roadways and bridges are more than just cones and equipment. They're the workplace for thousands of dedicated union laborers.
Everybody has a family that they need to get back home to, so please just pay attention to us out here while we're working.
We all have family, and I know it's a pain in the ass, but we're trying to make the roads better for y'all.
We're doing this for everyone. We're hardworking Hoosiers, just like you. And we all want to make it home safely.
People would just take a couple seconds to pay attention.
Be aware of where we're at, where the cone zones are at. We're all in this together, and we're all just trying to be safe.
This is Marty Corpus, business manager of Labor's Local 120. Everyone deserves a safe place to work. Do your part in the cone zone. Slow down, save a life. We are all in this together.
A message from Laborers International Union of North America and affiliated locals.
We are building a stronger Indiana for every child. Will you join the 5x50 vision? This Kids Count Minute is brought to you by Indiana Youth Institute. Research tells us young people are more resilient, more confident, and more likely to succeed in school and in life when they have at least 5 consistent supporters. That's 5x50. Every child will have 5 supportive and caring adults in their lives by 2050. Everyone has a role to play in building a stronger future for Indiana's kids. Volunteer, mentor, or support youth-serving organizations in your area. Connect your child to a trusted youth-serving organization in your community. Professionals are ready to be one of 5 for Hoosier Kids. Learn more on Indiana Youth Institute's website at iyy.org/kidscount.
Kids count on you.
Childhood obesity is a serious concern in Indiana. 30% of Hoosier kids ages 10 to 17 are living with obesity. This Kids Count Minute is brought to you by Indiana Youth Institute. Excess weight affects a child's health, confidence, and future. Children living with obesity face an estimated additional $19,000 in lifetime medical costs compared with their healthy weight peers. Adults can make a real difference. It starts with small, powerful steps like sharing family meals, choosing water over sugary drinks, getting kids moving for at least 60 minutes a day, setting healthy bedtimes, and limiting screen time. Healthy changes work best when families, schools, and communities move together. Learn more about youth health trends on Indiana Youth Institute's website at iyy.org/kidscount.
Kids count on you.
In classrooms across the country, chronic absenteeism is on the rise.
Sophia A., grade 4, absent.
Julio M., grade 6, absent.
Aisha S., grade 12, absent.
These absences are often due to the absence of crucial needs, like transportation, health care, a working computer, mental health support. The list goes on.
Olivia H., absent.
Preston L., absent.
Chloe B., absent.
The reasons why they're absent are very real, and yet the solution is someone present to help them along their path. When site coordinators from communities and schools are on hand, they connect kids to the resources they need. And when they do, 99% of students are present and remain in school throughout the year.
Jacob O., grade 10,
present.
Communities and Schools works directly with students, helping them overcome obstacles to succeed in school and in life. Learn more at communitiesinschools.org. Being present matters.
My name is Jamie Bowles, and I was diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer in December of 2018. Nobody would even know looking at me that I have stage 4 lung cancer, and I'm grateful for biomarker testing for that. When I was sitting down with my oncologist, there was already state-of-the-art medication available that I was going to be put on right then and there. Ask your doctor how comprehensive biomarker testing before treatment may help you decide on the best treatment. Visit noonemissed.org to learn more.
A public service message from Longevity Foundation.
Children are placed in foster care through no fault of their own. Because of abuse or neglect, it's heartbreaking.
We were just left in a hotel.
Tay and his brothers were adopted with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption. But more than 100,000 children in the U.S. are still waiting for a family.
Now that I'm adopted, I can focus on being a kid.
Learn how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
Indy Humane. Find your new best friend today. Visit indyhumane.org.
It's 12:18. Terri Stacy, Denny Smith. Kylan's out today. Gavin Cook sitting in her seat at the moment and doing a great job for us. I thought, Denny, we'd talk a little bit about this new launch of something called Epicurean Indy. And joining us now is Ariel Hendrickson, who'll tell us more about it. Hi, Ariel.
Hi, how are you today?
We're great, and I know we threw this together last minute, so first and foremost, I appreciate you doing this for us on a Sunday. And I think we're just going to start by,
thank you.
You betcha. Let's talk about this. Epicurean Indy will launch Now Serving. Explain what this is and who it benefits.
So this is a restaurant week for all people, not just restaurants who can afford an extra few $100s here and there. We wanted to make it much more accessible to really high-quality restaurants that deserve an opportunity to participate. So 0 fee to enter for restaurants. We'll be doing some of the fun stuff that you've seen in the past, like giving away gift cards, and some of the restaurants will be doing special menus or deals or packages. But we just wanted to make a more accessible, level the playing field, and feature some restaurants you don't see on the normal lists.
Ariel, this is Denny Smith, and the fun thing about this is it's going to go for a couple of weeks. It's going to be the week before Labor Day and the week of Labor Day. And these are a lot of restaurants that many of us have known, Fernando's. We've got Smoking Goose, but then we also have ones that we just don't know, like the Vietnamese street food. I think it's called Chow. This is a
Chow
fun
Vietnamese.
Yeah, this is a fun event. How many total restaurants do you have?
Right now we have 36 on the list, and we're taking registration through tomorrow. We'll end registration at the end of the day, just so we can get everything lined up and ready to fully promote everybody on our list who's already signed up.
Gavin, you have any questions?
Not at the moment. I'm
Okay,
just
that's
listening
all right.
and learning.
I know you're working. Ariel Hendrickson is with us, and we're talking about Epicurean Indy, Epicureanindy.com. So for our listeners, then they can also be a part of this. Is that right? They can go tell us about the way the listeners can be a part of this as well.
Yeah, so we'll have a challenge. We'll have prizes for people who visit the most restaurants, and we'll document that just with receipts. We will be on our Instagram, Epicurean Indy. We'll be doing gift card giveaways, but the whole motive of it is just getting people out to restaurants they haven't been to. Like you mentioned, Chow Vietnamese street food. We have Magdalena down in Fountain Square, Bon Thai Bistro, Macizo on the west side. We just want to get people out enjoying some of the best of Indy that you might not have been to yet.
You know, a lot of us are just just afraid to try experimentally different culture food.
No,
but,
you're right.
Well, you look at this and you're thinking, do I want to try that? Is it going to burn my mouth out? Can I handle it? But the fun ones, you've got Gold Leaf, you've got Tinker Street, you've got Bon, which is Thai Bistro. You got Macizo, you got Ledes. This is just all fun stuff. And what I'm interested in is how the industry has sort of stepped up for you, because you got great partners. You got Indiana Grown, you got James Beard Foundation, you got Paramount, all these people, Saratoga, for crying out loud. Everybody's sort of stepped up to support all this.
Yeah. So some of these have been our partners for many events of the past, and we're really excited to welcome Indiana Grown as the main sponsor of the Now Serving Restaurant Week. They're just really excited about amplifying the Indiana food scene, especially Indiana agriculture. So we're encouraging all of our participating restaurants to choose local Indiana products and really feature those on their menus for Restaurant Week.
Epicurean Indy, Epicureanindy.com. We're going to let you go. I know you're busy on this Sunday. Anything else you want listeners to know before we say goodbye?
Absolutely. Just try something new. We got all of these restaurants involved because we've been out there checking out what they're doing, and we want to encourage more people to see more of what Indianapolis and Indiana has to offer as far as dining.
Thank you. Thank you, Ariel Hendrickson, for giving us some of your time today. Again, EpicureanIndy.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
See you later. It is 12:23. Terri Stacy, Denny Smith, and Gavin Cook here. And I wanted to mention, Denny, we had that wallop of a storm that came through yesterday afternoon. And not being in the downtown area, I didn't realize that there is some visible storm damage from Saturday at the Gen Con block party, which is on South Street. And it forced a lot of the vendors to close until today. So I don't know. I don't have the very latest on that and what that storm damage was like or looks like. But I would certainly check if you're headed that direction today about the block party.
I think that's good advice. And remember that Gen Con is sold out, but there are still a lot going on outside for a lot of people to do. But
you're right.
This is an event that these people look for. I mean, the Gen Conners, they look forward to this. For the whole, they're probably already planning next year.
I love following some of you that go to Gen Con. Somebody took a picture up above in the convention center when the doors opened and took, a couple floors up and took that picture of that mass of people moving through and coming in and celebrating and just having the best time.
Well, they're the costumers, there's the gamers, and then there's the vendors. And really, it's I've only been there one time, and I was totally overwhelmed, Terry. And now since it's sold out, it's really hard to get in. So.
Well, they're very welcoming people. They really are having the best time. And even if you come with no costume and you have no idea what you're watching or seeing, you are so welcomed. 70,000 are here for Gen Con, and it was sold out, as you mentioned, Denny. But it continues today. Just that Gen Con block party, I'm not so sure of, but you can go to GenCon.com and you'll find, or their social media, and make sure just that you're going to be able to go and see the things and do the things that you want to. So coming up, I'm looking at the temperature.
Hey,
it's 68 degrees.
Yeah, before you get to coming up, did you happen to get the nuance that our new producer here today is Gavin Cook?
Uh-huh.
And we're talking about Epicurean Indy?
Oh,
did you
food
get the
stuff.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be talking about cooking and everything.
No.
All right.
I was kind of just locked in, focused on what she was talking about.
Yeah.
I've been on my own little journey like that lately, trying like little places that outside of the mainstream stuff.
What would you recommend to anyone that's coming to town? Anything that you recommend that you really loved?
Well, it just depends on what you're interested in. I was looking at the list of restaurants that they had on there, and I do recommend Side Door if you're a bagel person.
Oh, I am a bagel person.
Side Door Bagels is very good. Ooh. And it's right across the street from my other job, too. So I'm there at least twice a week.
Which is where? Where, on what side of town?
It's on the eastern side.
Okay.
It's just off Dorman Street. If you were to go over kind of towards the Bottle Works district and around the corner there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love bagels.
All right, so those of you who just texted me, I've got three texts waiting on me. August 24th through September 6th. So the week before Labor Day and the week of Labor Day. That's when all these participating restaurants are going to be really opening their doors and let you try some new stuff.
Love it, love it, love it.
Brought to you by Gavin Cook.
Denny, there was something.
I'll accept that.
You'll accept that.
There was something, if you can bear with me just a minute, guys. There was something I wanted to ask Denny, and at this moment we have a couple seconds here. So hang on. It is, what is it? Biggest Liars on the Road. Was it that? No. It was about a new tick breed.
Oh, the new deer tick.
And it was called the bourbon tick, or the bourbon. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Here it is. Where is it? Is it here? No, it's not here.
Since we're talking about ticks are everywhere.
They
this
are.
Is the perfect summer for them. Between the hot weather and then the toad strangling rain that comes in, believe it or not, they love moisture and they love heat both. But Pat was telling us after the good doctor came in and gave us those tick removal kits.
Yeah.
Pat had his grandkids over, and in his own backyard there were some ticks.
Yeah.
So take it seriously. These little critters. They're small, but they're mighty. And keep an eye on it. Of course, don't always ever forget Brad Paisley. I want to check you for ticks. It was his love song to his girlfriend. I want to check you for ticks. Yes, you want to check each other for ticks. It's really, really serious. And just chock full of diseases. Have you found it? I'm dancing over here.
No, it was a bourbon. I'll find it again sometime. But I wanted to ask you about it, mostly off the air. But since we had a minute, I thought I'd find it. It was today, apparently in this very this neighborhood. I'm looking for it, 46th Street. They're doing a safety demonstration project installation. And this is going to be a layout that has been approved by DPW, intersection of East 46th Street and Monon Trail. They're installing a safety demonstration project designed to calm the traffic between Arsenal Park and Winthrop Avenue. So it is a community-powered infrastructure. I've seen these before.
Yeah, what they do is they decorate it. They'll bring it down to one lane, and there's a lot of visual exercise for your brain, even music. And what it does is it slows down traffic.
It's amazing. Whatever it is.
What the heck's going on around here?
Yeah.
And they slow down and they pay attention.
That's what they're doing. So they're putting those water barriers up today, the neighborhood, to do that, and along with Central Indiana Cycling. We've got to take a break, don't we? 68 degrees and cloudy skies. That is an interesting temperature for today. Just going to a high of mid-70s. So quite comfortable for me. If the sun was shining, it would be perfect. We're going to get you some news. That's coming up next right here on 93 WIBC.
One single pest can ruin a business's reputation. Franklin Pest Solutions is a trusted resource for commercial organizations that can't afford surprises, like rodents, cockroaches, and other pests. Our partnerships are built on integrity, consistency, and a science-based approach that protects health and property. From kitchens and patient rooms to classrooms and production floors, Franklin Pest Solutions delivers the communication and reliability that businesses depend on in a pest management partner. Schedule a free assessment with Franklin Pest Solutions at 1-800-GOT-PESTS or visit franklinpestsolutions.com.
Your home is making an impression. Chipped paint, tired colors. Is it the right one? You need Spartan Construction Group. With over 20 years experience painting homes, they'll get the job done right the first time and often by up to 50% less than your traditional paint job. And with a 7-year warranty. Call 317-649-5266 or Google Spartan Construction and get 20% off now. That's right, 20% for all your exterior needs. Spartan Construction Group. Painting exteriors, transforming impressions.
Here's the deal. The government is over $38 trillion in debt, which means the IRS isn't slowing down. And the tax code is complex and unforgiving. So it's not surprising if you're one of the millions of Americans that owe back taxes to the IRS. Unfortunately, they're the world's most powerful collection agency, with the ability to garnish your wages, seize your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. But don't be stressed or worried any longer. We're Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. We have resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for our clients. Our award-winning professionals deal with the IRS every single day, protecting our clients and preparing them for the best possible resolution. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, give Optima a call today.
Call 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
At My Eye Doctor, we're here to help you see your best and find your style. Whether you need new contacts, an updated prescription, or designer frames, your local My Eye Doctor team will help you find the right fit. And because your vision can change over time, annual eye exams are an important part of protecting your long-term eye health. We welcome all insurance plans, and for a limited time, get a complete pair of glasses starting at just $95. Visit MYEYEDR.com to schedule your eye exam today.
Dale Speckman here from Roof Scientist, a family-owned roofing company serving Central Indiana. We help homeowners repair, restore, or replace their roof. Before you spend thousands on a full replacement, call Roof Scientist and see if your roof qualifies for Shingleton Armor restoration. Shingleton Armor is designed to extend roof life 20-plus years with Class 4 hail impact protection and a 20-year product warranty. Call 317-979-3680 or visit roofscientist.com. Roof Scientist. Repair, restore, replace.
Dear employer,
my name is Phil Martin.
My name is Michael Raskovich.
Ronaldo Bird. Zach Deiser. I am writing to express my excitement at the opportunity to join your team.
As someone on the spectrum,
I possess a unique set of skills
that sets me apart from other candidates.
My detail-oriented nature allows me to communicate complex ideas,
to break down data,
to have no fear in meeting new people.
I may communicate in ways that are different from what you are used to.
Structure, routine,
and clear expectation.
Help me do my best work.
My autism allows me to have a perspective that needs to be seen and heard.
It allows me to make the world safer and improve systems in ways others can't.
It allows me to bring people's inner worlds to life with my artwork.
My autism
will bring your team important insights.
Thank you for your consideration.
An autistic inclusive workplace is good for business. It's time to make a change. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/win.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age. Everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Protect our planet. Begin with birds. Birds are sentinels that reveal the health of our world. At Audubon, we help them thrive, so all of us thrive as well. Here, hope takes flight, because progress begins with birds.
Look through your children's eyes, and you will discover the true magic of a forest. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org.
Fox News, I'm Paul Stevens. A big wave of strikes on Iran now called off for now from the president, saying the U.S. and Iran are a bit closer to a peace deal.
According to Axios, that decision came after the Saudi crown prince spoke with President Trump yesterday and expressed concerns over his plans for massive new strikes against Iran. It was said to be one of the largest bombing campaigns on Iran to date and likely would have targeted energy infrastructure.
Fox's Rebecca Castor. At least 3 people dead, others hurt. This after a mass shooting Saturday at an In-N-Out fast food restaurant in Twin Falls, Idaho. The gunman's also dead. Several wildfires continue to torch the Pacific Northwest.
There could be some more wildfires today as those conditions stay dry across portions of central Montana and then stretching just towards the south, getting into Idaho, but wider across the area.
Fox Weather's Adam Klotz. America's listening to Fox News.
Just asking Denny if he saw any video or footage of the story of the shooting at the In-N-Out near the In-N-Out Burger in Idaho yesterday afternoon. Twin Falls, I believe. Twin Falls,
I did
Idaho.
not see it.
It was terrifying. Imagine it's next to a strip center, and just imagine being in a busy part of the day in a drive-thru or in a restaurant, and somebody gets out of their car with an AK-47 and just starts shooting.
Wow.
To another tragic story.
There goes your appetite.
Well, it's 12:36. Oh, it's right in front of me. 12:36 on a Sunday. I'm glad you're here, whether you're listening on this Sunday or you're watching us on YouTube. We appreciate you so much for tuning in. And I'm Terri. Denny Smith is here. Gavin Cook joins us. It's National Sisters Day. Hope you sent your cards and flowers.
Are you kidding?
National Sisters Day. It's National Kids Day. National Kids Day. National Doll Day. Oh. And it's also National Call People and wish them an early, happy Middle Child Day.
Oh, we're not going to
Joining
get
us now,
Bruce on, are we?
He's on the phone. You can call us anytime, guys. I always take your calls, always. And on the phone with us now is our favorite first day middle child. His name is Bruce Hopman, and he is the founder of the International Middle Child Union. Hey, Bruce.
Hi, Terri. We've been doing this for like a decade. And you know how to get under my skin. You have to mention all the other holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Are getting called out. But next Wednesday, not this coming Wednesday, August 12th, Middle Child's Day, you'll forget it. Every year I have to remind you.
I know. That's why we thought it'd be fun to talk to you early. So the date again is August what?
12th.
Oh, God.
August 12th.
August 12th.
I'm a middle child, Bruce. This is Denny Smith. I'm a middle child.
Denny,
I remember this.
I was hoping you were going to be there because actually this year I'm doing something very special for the union. I always try to do something to bring attention to Middle Child's Day.
Sure.
This year, we're launching the first ever International Middle Child Union Challenge. It's called Tales from the Middle. Look, we all complain, right? Denny, you have your stories. I have my stories. You probably think you had it worse. I think I had it worse. All middle children. We all have our stories. We all think we had it worse. This is our chance to share our. So look, misery loves company, right? We're going to be August 12th is going to come. August 12th is going to come and go. People are going to forget that it even happened.
Well, it's on a Wednesday. It's even on a middle. Yep. It's in the middle of the week.
Oh,
I see what he did there.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
This is perfect. But we can all share our stories. So I'm encouraging, and anybody who's listening, if you're a middle child, this is our chance. This is the benefit I see here, the potential benefit. I might think I had it worse. I might hear somebody who had it like so much worse.
And this will make you feel better.
Oh,
right?
misery loves company.
Nothing makes you feel better, right? Nothing makes you feel better than knowing somebody had it worse than you. The flip side, the only danger here is what if we collect all these stories and I'm like, oh my God, I really did have it worse than everybody else.
This could backfire.
This could totally backfire.
Yeah.
But I want to try. So I'm asking, can I engage your audience here? I want you to. There are so many ways you can reach out. And the phones are ringing already.
It's calling right now.
They are. Well,
oh my God.
Welcome to Work with Terri.
No, it's okay. So I think, Bruce, you should. By the way, Gavin, are you a middle child?
I am an only child with my parents, but I'm the middle grandchild. So
see, that doesn't even count.
All the kids that got spoiled. I was in the middle of that too, so
of the being the middle grandchild. I never thought about that, Bruce. Is that a problem nationally?
When I started having grandchildren, I wondered the same thing, and I can definitely say that middle child syndrome is generational. You can have middle grandchildren. They all, we'll always find a way to make it feel like we're getting less than somebody else.
Right. Bruce, let me share with you middle child drama. My brother was the first child, and there are a million pictures. My mom's 96, and I'm going through all of these old albums for her.
Oh, boy.
And there are a million pictures of Tommy. Then I say, Mom, are there any pictures of, I see Connie Sue, she's the youngest one. There's a million pictures of my sister. Mom, do you have any pictures of me? Well, we were kind of busy, Denny. So, we don't even get our picture taken.
Okay, well,
I think if we were playing Family Feud, I think that would be the number one answer. Where are the pictures of me? You hear that from middle children everywhere.
If we're playing Family Feud, what's number two?
Number two is probably that you forgot my birthday, or you forgot to pick me up from school.
Sure.
Somebody shared with me the other day. My older brother got braces. My younger sister got braces.
Right.
I've got teeth like Mike Myers from Austin Powers. Yeah. So it's out there. Everybody has a story, and I want your listeners to be a part of this. Can I just give you a few ways they can engage?
That would be
absolutely.
cool. Absolutely.
All right. So you can email your story to middlechildchallenge@gmail.com.
Okay.
You can go to the Middle Child Union Facebook page, our Twitter account @MidKidUnion. You could also call, I'm excited about this, the Middle Child toll-free hotline, 971, the number 2 middle. I do believe I actually got that, 971 2 middle. And you could call it and leave it on voicemail. And I want to, on Middle Child's Day, I want to be able to share these stories with the world.
Sure.
You can also go to the blog, by the way, smackdadblog.com. Leave a comment there and pick up your free Middle Child's Day greeting cards. They're themed. They're in the theme of the Tales from the Middle. So they're all stories of how kids got left out, forgot to get picked up.
Can you download the card?
Invited to a family event. You could download the card. You could email them directly.
Like
it's free, of course. I have to laugh because when Gavin called in to, I answered the phone, International Middle Child Union, he said, I'm calling to speak to Bruce Hopman. I had to laugh that Gavin actually thought that I had employees, that there was more than one person.
What happened to that lady? Wasn't there a lady that used to answer the phone?
Dinah, you know what happened to Dinah.
I don't.
She's not well. She's not in shape to answer the phone. Hopefully she'll be back.
I hope so.
Do you need employees?
Oh yeah, that's a great question. Do you need employees, Bruce?
No, probably not. I get the call from you guys once a year, and I'm pretty much. Hey, I also just posted on Twitter a picture from last year's Middle Child's Day parade in Indianapolis. I think you'll get a kick out of it. It's up on Twitter.
There's a picture of the actual parade in Indianapolis?
If that's what you want to call it, yeah.
People forget to go, or
empty Main Street in downtown Indianapolis is probably
Oh, I love you, Bruce.
It's a shame. Will you be doing more parades this year?
I've given up on the parade thing. I put my feelers out a few years ago. We were almost there, and then COVID hit, so that was like a bad idea. Nobody was getting together for parades. I'll bring it up again. I don't let any of these ideas die. It's desperate times.
Well, do you still stay in touch with your elder sibling and your younger sibling, or do they just pretty much ostracize you from family?
Let's just say they don't call me on Middle Child's Day.
No.
It's a growing
unfair,
list.
Bruce. I'm sorry to hear that.
Gavin,
Denny,
sorry.
I think I'm tearing up.
I've shared many of my stories. Actually, my one of my favorite ones, and this was even before I was technically a middle child. On my birth announcement, it was my parents announced the arrival of Michael David's brother.
Oh, God. Are you kidding me?
My brother got top billing on my birth announcement. That's messed up.
Oh my gosh, that is messed
up. My
up.
other story was the long road trip we were taking with the family. It was back in the day when there was bench seats in the front and the back, and my grandmother and grandfather were on the sides. My brother and sister were in the middle of it in the back, so that my grandparents were like the human airbags protecting my brother and sister. I was in the front with my mother and father, and I thought, oh my God, I think I might be the favorite because look, this is the best seat in the car. Until I realized everybody else had a seatbelt. If we got in an accident, I'm the first one through the windshield.
Yeah.
So,
oh man, that's
oh my gosh!
But I know there are more stories like that out there, and I want everybody to share them.
All right, and you can do that by writing an email to middlechildchallenge@gmail.com. But write down this number because you can also leave them in voicemail 971-2
number 2
middle.
972 middle.
Oh wait, what?
I thought there's no one. There's no one.
Okay, 972 middle. Okay, I got it.
Oh wait,
Sorry
let me
about
write it again.
The number
972 middle.
Terry's not a middle child.
To make this as simple as possible.
I know. God, we screwed that up. I know. 972 and the word middle. That's a phone number.
Middle. Yes, or come to the blog, smackdadblog.com, and get your greeting cards while you're there.
You're the best.
Piece up there about
you know what I like about you,
it might save us.
Bruce. What I like about you is you make us middle children feel normal. We thought we just had these complexes on our own, and we didn't realize that this is normal.
Another good reason to participate. You'll find out that you're not alone. That we're all messed up.
Yeah, we're all messed up. We're all messed up.
Oh, golly.
It's again, we're celebrating August 12th. It's on my calendar. That is national. Is it international or just national?
We're an international union, but I think that it's probably International Middle Child's Day. But it doesn't really matter if you don't celebrate it. It doesn't matter if it's local Middle Child's Day, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's a syndrome.
Here's the thing. In this day and age, every day the news is bleak. But an opportunity to get to talk to you and talk about Middle Child's Day coming up, always such a highlight.
So bad, baby.
Such a highlight. We were talking about camp. We were talking about summer camp earlier in the show, just going down memory lane. Did you ever go to summer camp? Maybe that made you feel better as a middle child.
I've got some pretty bad summer camp stories too, but I don't want to get off the track here. They weren't really middle child related.
Okay.
I don't think.
So going to camp didn't get you away from the family environment, the family unit, making you feel like just one rather than the middle. It didn't help at all?
No, there was one in particular where I felt like a real outsider. I really don't want to talk about it, Terry.
Oh, I'm so sorry I brought it up. I surely did not make you to get Terry. We're going to let you go now because nobody needs a crying middle child.
Well, but that's all you get.
Yes.
I really, Indianapolis, come through for me here. I really want to hear your stories. I think this is a sense of community we can get going here.
August 12th is the date. 972 middle. Dial that number and you can tell us your middle child's stories, what Bruce will do with them. Goodness knows. Go to Smack Dab blog. He's so entertaining. And I think as a middle child, if you're listening, you'll feel a lot better when you get to know Bruce Hopman. Bruce, thank you so much. I hope it's a wonderful middle child day for you. I'm sorry we're not going to be able to have you on next week.
That's fitting, and thanks so much. It's always great talking to you guys.
See you, brother.
See you later. It's 12:47, and this is the first day on 93 WIBC.
In Indiana, you need two things from your news station. What's happening?
A man is arrested after police say he pointed a gun at a teenager's head.
A fight broke out in Speedway on Sunday, and then a gun was pulled.
And what's coming?
This has been an ongoing line of heavy thunderstorms that has prompted the severe thunderstorm warnings across the entire city of Indianapolis.
The entire Fox 59 news team and the Weather Authority are now part of 93 WIBC, bringing you both. Stay in the know while you're on the go with 93 WIBC.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
I walk out in our garage and I'm going, I love this floor. I just love it.
That's your neighbor Kay, and she's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation.
Our neighbors in our former home had heard of Galaxy and had their garage floor done. We went over and absolutely fell in love with it and said, that's what we want to do.
And Galaxy Concrete Coatings is not epoxy. It's 4 times stronger.
The crew, well, the guys were polite. They were so efficient. They would explain what they were doing and why they were doing it. It was really a very easy process.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, and driveways in as little as 1 day, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
My personal recommendation that they'll never regret it if they go with Galaxy, and their product is beyond belief in my opinion.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook.
We'll never have another house that doesn't have a Galaxy garage floor.
We're out of this world.
Lenny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Every 15 seconds, someone is diagnosed with cancer. If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Our programs and services include rides to care, a place to stay closer to treatment, or access to information and day-to-day guidance, all for free. To see how we can help you, visit cancer.org today.
Indiana Tech gave these grads more than just a degree.
I earned an engineering degree that taught me to succeed in technical roles and in life.
I got the chance to work for a professional sports team with a winning experience thanks to flexible online classes.
Any school can give you a degree, but with over 100 career-focused certificates and degrees to choose from, Indiana Tech can give you the opportunity of a lifetime. Learn more at online.indianatech.edu.
Registration for the next class session ends August 14th.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
In a fast-moving world, flexibility matters. Grandview Homes buys houses for cash on your schedule without added stress. Visit grandviewhomes.com.
90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. Be a responsible gun owner. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now's the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Rock legends Deep Purple are coming to Everwise Amphitheater on August 24th with special guest Kansas. Get your tickets now at WIBC.com.
Oh, yes. 12:52. 68 degrees.
I hope it's not muggy out there.
A little bit of breeze, too, coming through.
Kind of hazy as I'm looking north to northwest here, but
it's different for
weird
an
weather.
August day as we get ready for the state fair. Hey, just wanted to mention to you, and I think this is very interesting, and that is the most honest drivers in America. What do they drive?
White cars.
You think those are the most honest?
No, I remember reading a study one. Pat Sullivan would make fun of me this, but yes, I read the white papers on the safest cars, and it's a white SUV, and it's the reason it's the safest car is because people can see it. Okay, you may not see gray, you may not see a brown,
Right.
but you're going to see white. So
Used to be that red cars used to get the most tickets, or that was the research.
Oh.
In this, the data shows from a group called, what's it called? Wheelsaway.com says that the data shows the Mini drivers score the lowest in honesty tests.
Mini Cooper.
Mini Cooper.
All right, I had one of those. Whoops.
Acura is number 2 if you drive an Acura. Second most dishonest person. Volvo drivers follow closely. On the flip side, Mitsubishi drivers are named the most honest with an impressive score of 64 points out of 100.
How did they make? Okay, what's the efficacy of the study? Tell me.
Let's see. The efficacy is to find out how they did this. To find the most honest drivers, they ask motorists a series of scientific-based questions from whether they would avoid a fine even if they knew they were at fault, or all kinds of other questions.
Wow.
And across the board, U.S. drivers appear to be mostly honest, unless
Terry, let me
you're
ask you a
driving
question.
a Mini. But Mitsubishi drivers, Denny, are named the most honest, followed by Infiniti, Lincoln, Mazda, and Jeep.
Would you try to get out of a ticket having to pay for a ticket, even though you knew you were guilty? Would you not want to get out of that?
Oh, I would want to get out of it, but I wouldn't.
But you would pay it, even if somebody offered you a way to get out of it?
Oh, wait. Well, will that be questioned when I go to heaven?
Can we talk about the death bloom? Please, the death bloom.
This is interesting. The death bloom is now towering through the roof, according to WTHR, towering through the roof of Purdue University's greenhouses on the West Lafayette campus. 30 years of growth.
It's 45 foot tall. That's how tall this bloom
Like a
is.
telephone
It's like
pole.
a telephone pole. That's right.
What do you know about this plant?
The
Denny?
agave is what we make tequila from.
Is it sugar?
Or
Or is that something different? No, that's just maybe agave.
Well, the
or-
scientific name is agave tequiliana. That's the name of it, but it's called the death spiral, and it's actually related to asparagus. If you've ever had asparagus,
Oh,
you know
boy.
how quick it grows. Well,
Sure.
this plant will grow 6 to 8 inches when it sends off its bloom, but it takes 45 years for that to happen. And then as the plant wilts away, the asparagus, bloom that we're watching, it throws off its seeds, and they call those pups. Throws off the pups, and then Mama literally wilts away and dies. But she's set out.
It feels sad.
I know, but it's a once in a lifetime thing, like every 45 years, I think. And there's one going up at
So
Purdue.
that's kind of the oldest,
Yeah,
right? And it lives to about that average of a lifespan, 45 years.
That's right. And the one that got this started at Purdue, I believe her name was Dr. Webb. Mary, I think it's Dr. Webb. And she went to Mexico because this is a desert plant. The agave plant is, again, we harvest it with a very sharp spaded hose, and then we make hooch out of it.
yeah.
We make tequila,
Yeah.
mezcana, and some other things out of it. But she brought back a plant, and this is the plant I think that she brought back. It's been in their greenhouse all these years, but now it's blooming.
A once-in-a-lifetime event. Mother plant will soon die at the Purdue University greenhouse, currently housing a telephone pole-sized death bloom.
If you were
Passing
on
away.
campus,
Hey,
if
we
you
gotta
go by,
Denny, stop talking.
if you go by the greenhouse, it's sticking straight out of the top of the greenhouse.
Hey, we got to go, guys. Thanks so much for joining us today. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you next time.
Ben Franklin here to talk to you about water filtration. Unfiltered water in your home is no joke. Did you know tap water can shorten the life of your pipes and, even worse, be dangerous to your family's health? Our punctual plumbers can install a whole